want to start the recording, that would be great. This session will be recorded, and so everybody gets the chance to listen to this who could not attend today. My name is Matthias Kunz. I'm the Channel Sales Manager at Zimmer, and with me I have our two partners in distribution as well as intuition, which we will get to know a little bit later during this webinar. So without further ado, let's start and talk about Zimbra 9 Superpowers. So today we are introducing Zimbra 9, and what is new in Zimbra 9, and we're very happy to introduce Zimbra 9 with a new modern UI that is responsive and delivers the same experience on mobile devices, tablets, as well as desktops. So anytime, anywhere, and on any device, users will have a consistent Zimbra interface. Unlike competitors with closed platforms, Zimbra 9 is also designed to be extensible. So small businesses, enterprises, governments, as well as service providers can integrate with the third-party collaboration services they have already in place and are already using today. The new Zimlet framework also allows customizations for users who need to meet geographic or industry-specific requirements. And Zimlets are now even easier to build and to deploy. Zimbra 9 is also built with Zimbra's dependable server infrastructure, providing the security, privacy, as well as data sovereignty Zimbra customers have come to expect. This also makes the upgrade to Zimbra 9 very, very easy, without any migration efforts. Current Zimbra users will be able to gain access to the new experience with an easy self-upgrade. But our professional services team is also there to support if you run into any issues. To ease the transition and adoption of Zimbra 9, your users will have the option to toggle to the classic Zimbra UI. And just like always, Zimbra 9 can be deployed on premises, in public or private clouds, or as a hosted service from Zimbra service providers in your own country. So let's talk a little bit more about the new responsive user interface. With Zimbra 9, we introduce a modern responsive user interface based on industry-leading React-based technology that adapts to the screen it's used on. So users can move seamlessly between desktop, mobile, and tablet browsers while enjoying a consistent and easy-to-use email and collaboration experience. The layout changes based on the size and capabilities of the device. So for example, on a phone, users would see mail view in a single column view, where a tablet will show the same content in 2 columns. And desktops have 3 columns. But the main takeaway here is the functionalities do not diminish with a smaller screen size, except for some intentionally avoided functionalities like the email advanced composer. The mobile screen supports all advanced functionalities that the web or tablet supports. Now let's look at third-party integrations. Zimbra 9 is also designed for extensibility and features best-in-class, out-of-the-box integrations with Slack, Dropbox, as well as Zoom. And many other integrations are underway. Zimbra is, of course, fully committed to creating a collaboration ecosystem that allows small businesses, enterprises, and other organizations to utilize services they use day-to-day instead of being forced to use or pay for services they don't use. So this means you can break free from the closed systems of Microsoft and Google and use the apps that you have already invested in. Now let's talk a little bit more about the new Zimlet framework. Zimbra 9's new Zimlet framework allows for customization, flexibility, ranging from high-end collaboration to simple business email. Exclusive and custom features can be delivered using the new Zimbra 9 Zimlet framework. For Zimbra administrators, deployment and enablement continues to behave as it has in the past. And customers across a range of regions and market sectors can easily customize Zimbra to meet their unique geographic or industry requirements. And of course, documentation and training will also be available. So with regards to the classic UI, Zimbra 9 allows end users to easily toggle between the modern UI and the classic Zimbra UI. So this will ease adoption as end users get accustomed to the new interface and minimize help desk calls. The toggle will be available at login as well as in Zimbra preferences. And there are more customization options. So just like previously, versions of Zimbra and the classic UI, you can customize the look and feel of the modern UI for your organization's needs. So for example, you can customize the logo and app icons, the top navigation bar to support integration with external sites. You can customize the login page, primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. You can customize favicons, titles. You can customize the text of a browser window's title or the tab bar. You can also enable or disable forgot password link. This is particularly convenient for SSO enabled customers. You can also customize the sidebar colors, link colors, header colors, etc. And the Zimbra branding guide, of course, will give you more information if necessary. Zimbra has also a dependable server infrastructure. Zimbra 9 runs Zimbra's dependable server infrastructure, providing the security, privacy, and data sovereignty Zimbra customers have come to expect, and in many cases actually require. So there's an easy upgrade and there's no migration needed. Users can so expect an easy upgrade process moving from Zimbra 8 to Zimbra 9 with no data migration needed. As usual, Zimbra will provide the documentation, tools, and professional services to support the upgrade process. And also, just like always, Zimbra can be deployed on premises, in public or private clouds, or as a hosted service from Zimbra service providers in your own country. Now, with regards to scans, regularly scan Zimbra's code with security vulnerability scanning software, which is static. And there are also yearly run third-party vulnerabilities and penetration tests on Zimbra deployments. That is, of course, dynamic. We also have system and organization control, SOC 2 Type 2, obtain compliance certification for SOC 2 Type 2 for portal and IDM in security, availability, processing, integrity, confidentiality, and privacy. And based on market opportunities, compliance may be obtained for Zimbra. Cost is roughly 35 to 45K. So do not anticipate any issues, since 50 to 60% of the process overlap. And there's also Federal Information Processing Standards, FIPS, in place that cover encryption at risk and in transit. Disk encryption can be activated at storage device level with performance implications. OCI offers encryption at rest as default. Access control, so we have multi-factor authentication for any remote access use in place. Systems and information access is need-to-know basis. There is also cybersecurity with regards to hosted services in place, firewalls, VPN protection, antivirus software, DDoS protection, phishing tests, spam combating, whitelisting, and blacklisting. And of course, there are information security program and policies based in ISO 27002-5000. There are modeled security practices after NIST cybersecurity framework, NIST 800-53 PE. Now, as a BSP, with all of that in mind, let's see how you can make money with Zimbra. First and foremost, Zimbra provides a better margin to partners than other vendors. Secondly, you can integrate external apps and provide additional services to earn extra money. With Zimbra, you can create a custom platform to your customers to answer all their business needs. With Zimbra, you're also not simply reselling a vendor service, you're creating your own email as a service. So you will control and manage your platform, your service, your quality, your selling price, your margin, etc. An average Zimbra BSP partner earns an extra $5 for every dollar of Zimbra products sold. So let's take some time to do a little comparison with other solutions like Office 365 and G Suite. Zimbra has new features which make it a complete collaboration tool as such as the competition. So for example, Zimbra Drive, available from version 8.8.8, is an updated file sync and share functionality. Built on the own cloud, Nextcloud platform, Zimbra Drive provides seamless synchronization and sharing of files between your users, wherever they are and on any device. Zimbra Docs, also available from version 8.8.9, allows users to create and collaborate using documents, spreadsheets, and presentations right inside the Zimbra web client. Zimbra Connect, available from version 8.8.8, is available as an add-on to Zimbra Network Edition. You can add enterprise-level messaging and video conferencing to the tool your users use the most, email, with no third-party products and simple installation. Licenses include group messaging and video conferencing, file and screen sharing, corporate messaging, unlimited video conferencing, and more. So with all those features, Zimbra has the same level of service as the other solutions. But don't forget, Zimbra is open source based and will be hosted by you in your own country. And so thanks to that, you will be able to guarantee security and privacy, data sovereignty, and ensure GDPR requirements, or GDPR requirements rather. Zimbra provides peace of mind. And last but not least, you will own your own end user relationship. Also, the BSP program is based on a commitment, revenue level. So each level is based on monthly revenue as shown on this slide. The higher the partner level, the better pricing and advantages you receive. So for example, higher partner levels receive a discount on licenses for internal needs, discounts on training, leads, referrals from Zimbra.com, etc. And at the same time, the BSP must fill requirements such as having certified sales and technical team members, provide quality customer support, etc. Zimbra 9 also provides everything you have always loved about Zimbra. We still offer the lowest TCO in the industry. Zimbra is secure, private, and provides full data sovereignty. And Zimbra never reads or sells your email. Also, you can scale your Zimbra deployment from 10 users to 10 million users with confidence. Zimbra runs anytime, anywhere, and on any device. Install on-premise, in a public or private cloud, or choose a hybrid deployment. Your options are wide open with Zimbra. And open source is in our DNA, and we continue to use open source apps. Zimbra 9 will have an open core, and licensed Zimbra customers will have access to the code. With that, I'd like to give the presenter right over to Barry, who will do a demo and show you the product in real life. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthias. As everything goes well, you should see the log on screen right now. And there we go. So as you can see on the On the new logon screen, it has a whole new UI. The styling has changed a lot since the latest version of Zimbra. And in the logon screen, you can see this drop-down box, which allows you to select the new modern UI or the classic UI. Of course, in this demo, we're going to start with the new UI. So upon logging on, you see the inbox view that has everything that you would expect for reading emails. So it renders HTML messages. In case you receive an attachment, you'll notice that you can view them right from the web UI. No need to download. You can just see them on the right bar right there. This works for PDF files and Office files like docx and all that sort of thing. There's also, just like before, the option to create tags. So you can just open up a right-click menu here and say tag, and you can create a new tag. I'm just going to do test. Click, select the color, and there you notice that there is a new tag displayed on this email. And here under in this folder view, there is also a way to select all the messages that have this particular tag. Another nice feature in Zimbra is that you can select any folder you like here, and you can create a share right from this menu. So I'm just going to share this with another test user on this infrastructure called Sheep. And I'm going to use this user, and I'm going to send him an invite to access this shared folder. The same user, the sheep user, is going to send us a share as well, which I'm going to do on the other screen. You can't see it, but it's just to show you the other side of the process. Yeah. I have a little. So if I click on the inbox and reload, you'll see that the sheep user also created a share for us, and I can just accept it, give it a name that I can recognize, sheep share, send folder, and you'll notice that it will pop up under this shared folder item in the folder list. So this gives me the access to the sheep's sent folder. Other than that, another nice feature is that you can right-click on this on any folder here, and you can immediately export it from the UI. So there's no need to go into the preferences page and do a selection. You can just do it straight from here. Okay. Jumping into the contacts tab, it's just what you would expect. It's an option to create new contacts that will sync to your mobile device. I'm just going to do an example here. So that's just as easy as it was before. And now you can use this contact for emailing and all that. Into the calendar view, there's a few new things here. The first thing you'll notice is that the tasks are now integrated. So the task list on the right, that used to be a separate menu option on the top. It's no longer there. It's now just integrated in the calendar. So I can create a test task, and I can add due dates, add priorities, and notes and all that sort of thing, and just work from it straight from the calendar. Another thing, you can just create appointments just like before. And you'll notice that it's easy from this grid. You can also create appointments using the advanced composer here, but it gives you a little bit more options to create the calendar appointment. So we have a couple of different views here. You have, of course, the day view, work week and week, just like we had in the old UI. I think new is the year view, which gives you an option to view the entire year in one view. And there's a couple of actions here as well. That there's actually a print option for every view that we have as well, and create new calendar. But I think the print option is new as well. Okay. Next tab is the briefcase. This is beta functionality, so it's really just new. We'll be adding new features in the coming releases. For now, it's just you can upload things and download them and delete them, but we'll be adding more features if time evolves. Okay, Zimbra Connect is still here, that you can use to chat with your colleagues on the same server. For example, I can start a new conversation with the same user that I just emailed to. I can say hi, and then that user will get a desktop notification, and they'll give the directly an option to send something back to me. So in my case, I'm just going to send back a smiley, but you get the idea. The same goes in the, if you go back to the mail tab, you'll see that there's here a view that shows your online buddies, and you can start your typing straight from here. Again, if this user would send me a message, it would pop up on my desktop, and I would immediately know that there's something new for me in the Zimbra Connect. Okay, jumping into Zimbra Drive, there is an option, of course, to upload your files here, but you can also create a new file from this menu right here. I'm just going to create a test file, and I can immediately open it up and start typing in this document. It's easy, just save it, and that's it. No need to go into an Office suite, it just all works from the web browser. So if I go back here, there's another right-click menu that has the edit share option. And the great thing is that it has an option to generate a link that's available to the public. So you can share using specific users on the server, but you can also just create a share link that you can use and send to other people that that are not per se on this Zimbra server. Okay, so on the right top here, you see the my account name. It allows me to change my password. I can log out. I can set a new profile image to make this account more recognizable. So, for example, I'm just gonna, pick a photo of myself, and you'll notice that it's immediately available here on the right top. As Matthias already mentioned, you can switch back and forth to the old and the new UI just in case it's necessary. You can do this from the gear menu, and you can click Classic Web App. And you'll notice that you'll jump into the Classic Web UI immediately. And everything I did on the modern UI is reflected here, so it's exactly this, the share that we just created, it's here. The tag that we created, it's here. Everything you do in this UI is mirrored in the modern UI and vice versa, so it's easy for migration purposes. If you need to be here, you can easily jump back and forth. Again, there's also a menu option right here to jump back into the modern web UI. If you click that, I just jump back, and like nothing happened before. Everything is still here. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to show to you in this demo today. If you are interested in playing around with the new Zimbra UI and you don't have time to set up your own environment, just let us know, and we can provide you with a test account on our server, as to save you some time. So now I'm going to give back the command of the presentation back to Matthias. Thank you very much.
Many thanks, Barry. That was great. Hopefully you can still see again the presentation from before. And I'd like to give the word to Charlie from InDistribution, our long-term partner. And Charlie, feel free to start your part of the presentation.
Thank you, Matthias. Thank you, and thank you, Barry, for the demonstration. That was great. So InDistribution, we were established in 2014, but we've been working as part of the Zimbra environment since 2006. As a company, our focus is mainly on Zimbra, and we have a strong understanding of how profitable BSPs can operate, both commercially and technically. Just as an aside, we also distribute Zimbra licenses as well, if that's of interest to anybody. So what can you expect from us, and what do we offer you? Well, basically, we are a single point of contact to get you up and running as a BSP as quickly as possible. We work EMEA wide, so I don't know what the geographical spread of people attending today is, but anywhere in EMEA, if you're in that region, we can support you. We invoice in euros, we invoice in dollars or pounds, but we can also use TransferWise to transact in any or most currencies through that system. As our focus is only Zimbra, you can be assured of a response from a dedicated Zimbra specialist who's 100% focused on supporting you and growing the channel. That's really what we try to achieve. We fast track partnership applications. We can complete the partnership application within a day. If from sort of your declaration of interest to getting you up and running. We can organise training, either bespoke training tailored to your needs or from one of the many Zimbra certified programs. In our organisation, we have 14 years of commercial and technical experience I mentioned before, and you can draw on this and you'll have access to Zimbra support as well, and access to Zimbra specialists who can consult with you on the design and implementation of your own platform. The option to resell white label Zimbra Cloud solution may be of interest. If you want to give it a go, see how the platform works without having to build your own platform. We can get you up and running in one day, and you can use that to build your customer base while you achieve certification, and then move on to running your own platforms. We offer ongoing support and advice. We're always here at the end of an email. And if we don't know the answer, we probably know someone that does. Okay. Specialist marketing services are offered at preferential prices. Tell us what you need. We'd love to hear your ideas and offer support. I think what I want to leave you with the impression here, and what I want you to take away, is that we're not just here as a chain a link in the chain, just to issue invoices. We're here to build a relationship with you and to help you become successful with your Zimbra platform. Okay, so what's next? What do you need to do next? If you're interested, and I hope you are, visit our website and there's an inquiry form to fill out. That will come straight to me and I'll pick it up from there, and we can begin to talk about pricing, partner levels and things like that. There's 2 agreements to sign. There's one, your agreement, the software agreement that you sign with Zimbra, the partner agreement, and there's an aggregation agreement to sign with us, basically the commercial terms of payment dates and things like that. Once those are done, you will get your license. You will be able to download the reporting tool that reports on the number of mailboxes you're using, and you can start selling your mailboxes. Step 5 is grow. Okay, and we have the tools, and Zimbra have the tools. There's a whole area on the Zimbra support website with lots of marketing information, or we can help you build your own marketing campaigns. Okay, and I hope if you've got any questions for me, you can ask them and I'll answer them at the end. Okay, so back to Matthias.
Wonderful, Charlie. Thank you so much. That was great. So just to summarize, Zimbra 9's superpower really is extensibility. So that means if you love Zoom, Dropbox or Slack, bam, Zimbra 9 already has them integrated. If you have other business critical applications you're relying on and invested in, there's a double bam. With Zimbra's Zimlet framework, those apps can be easily integrated with Zimbra 9. Which really brings us to the end of this webinar, and it's exactly half an hour, so we're very good time-wise. So just want to give everyone the opportunity to ask any questions. Mariam, are you able to check, because I can't see it from my view, if there are any questions at all? Or you, Barry?
Q&A panel is still empty.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see any questions coming.
Okay. Well, then I would suggest, if there are any questions that are still open, feel free to email me, matthias.kunz@synacord.com, and we will, of course, get back to you with the answers. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your attendance, and I look forward to hearing from you with any questions or any projects that you're working on where we can help. Thank you very much, and
Thank you,
bye.
Matthias. Bye-bye.